cost you money. For your websites, for your products, for your sales pages, for your video sales letters, for your webinars. If you are not using test-proof templates, you're costing yourself a small freaking fortune or a tidy fortune. Why do I say that? Well, because it takes an awful lot of trial and error to get a template that works, whether it's a webinar, video sales letter, sales page, or whatever it is that you're doing. It takes a lot of freaking experimentation, trial and error. Put stuff out there that doesn't work. So why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you not use a tested, proven template? Now, there are two approaches to doing this. Number one, you can have your own, step one, have your own templates that you use. This is what I do. For the most part, I use my own templates. But if you do not have your own templates, step two is you use other people's templates. Now, you don't steal them, but you model the page. You see, what did they do that worked? And you take that, you use it, and you follow it yourself. Why am I telling you this morning? Before I get to that, I want to remind you that if you do not have my free book on how I sold 70,000 plus products online, you can get it for free at marlonsnews.com/70K. All right, let's go back and jump into it. So, yesterday I launched a sales page for training I'm doing. Try before you buy, don't pay unless you love it, on my 13 greatest marketing secrets formulas of all time. And day one out the gate, it did just horrendous. It just did awful. It did it like unbelievably bad. And so I'm sitting here going, well, should I just dump it, or what's the issue here? And then I realized I used a really old template from like 8-10 years ago, and not my current template that's working. So now I have to go to the extra time, trouble, and energy to recreate the stupid sales page in the tested, proven template, not in the old template. Well, this does not bring me great pleasure to say, but it is the truth. So let's go ahead and pop over to my Facebook group, see if we have any comments on this. How are you all today? I've been going through some of my old templates, just kicking the tires a little bit, looking around to see what I could find. Let me pop on over here so you'll be able to see this. So we'll go ahead and go over here to our group, Info Product Mastermind. It's our Facebook group. You may be watching this on Twitter or someplace else, or X, but yeah, this is our Facebook group. And let's see here if we got, is it even showing? Okay, here we are. All right. I don't see comments there. Let me just go up here and check, because I can also see comments up here sometimes. Sometimes it'll show me the chat comments. Sometimes it won't. All right, great. So I have templates that I use in my business, mostly for sales pages. And I've used these over and over and over. And I've got, 3 or 4 of them. They're just like my go-tos for different products at different price points. Now, what I do not have that other people have is I don't really have a video sales letter template that I think just crushes it. I have some. I can't say that I think crush them. Where can I see the template that did not work? Hey, Mark, how are you doing today? Yeah, it's, let me just bring it up here on screen for you. Well, and there's nuances to this that I will explain, but we go to resellertoolkit.com/number 13. The thing is that it's the first day of the promotion. Not having a very good response on the first day of the promotion is actually pretty typical of this type of promotion. All right, come on, come up. There it goes. All right, so this is the page. Not having a really good response on the first day of this, so try before you buy promotion. So it's an event. I teach the 13 greatest repeatable marketing formulas I've learned of all time. I did this in 2012 and I taught 11 of them. I've learned 2 new ones. Plus I've learned a lot of illustrations, examples, and new stuff. So I'm redoing the event. Now, this is the sales page that I used in 2000, the format I used in 2012, right? However, and it's a good format. I don't think it's bad. And it may just be the topic. Could be the topic. However, let me show you what my current control looks like for this kind of promotion. Let me see if I can find it here. I dug it out today. I'm looking through like 40 million URLs here to see if I can find it. Okay, I believe this is it right here. All right. Now, this is the one I've been using that's been doing really great for me. This last year, I would say. And so you see the headline you can compare. See, the headline here is not very attention grabbing, to be honest. Here's the actual headline here. I don't think that headline's a banger. I think this is a lot better thing here. Then there's the video there. All right. Now on the actual letter itself, I give actual reasons to attend. I give the scoop on it. I break down bullet points of what you're going to learn. Here's what it's not. Here's what people are saying. Here's the simple steps. Get it right now. Now, you can compare that to this. Now, this made me, back in 2012, trying to remember how much money this made. I mean, it was I forget, 10 or 20,000, something like that. It did really well, right? But there was less sales resistance, quite honestly, in 2012 than there is now. And I had a much larger list for 1001 reasons we won't go into, part of which is the Google crackdown on delivery rates, and so you can't deliver low click-through rate lists anymore, even though you still end up making a crap load more money. The autoresponders won't let you do it, which is insanity as far as I'm personally concerned, but I get no vote in this matter. So anyway, this is the new one that I did. I thought it was good, right? What? Okay, the video won't play while I'm doing this on video, I don't think, but that's okay. This is the tested, proven one here. All right. So now I have lots of examples of this. This is not, I don't just say this like, off the cuff or something. I've had this kind of experience a lot. It's not unusual for me. Sometimes I'll try out a new template, or I forget to use the old one, or I'm lazy and I don't use the new one, or God knows what. When the business moves fast, and so sometimes you just do stupid stuff, right? I mean, what I need to get is just a really freaking banging webinar template and VSL template. I have ones that are pretty good, but it just has that, they don't have that feeling that I really nailed them, right? For me, like, I think they're good, solid, sound, basic selling, but I still don't really feel that I just nailed those templates. where I can have the confidence like I do on my other stuff that when I launch it, I'll make this X amount of sales. For the most part, my templates and my list are very predictable, you know. Now, you know, your list is the big factor there, obviously. I mean, in 2012, my list, because I had to delete a whole bunch of stuff because my autoresponders refused to let me deliver my emails. But so my list that I was actually delivering in 2012 was huge compared to the one that I'm actually able to deliver now. Whatever, you know, these things happen, but the template changed. I believe just buyer's resistance changed. Markets change, so a template that even works now may not be working at the beginning of next year. You know, maybe buying resistance goes up. Now, I mean, there's variables here, right? I mean, your variables are list offer copy. So you have your list, that's who you're mailing. You have your offer, that's the offer that you're making, and then you have the copy. Mark says, Marlon, that's I'll put your comment up here, dog. I think. Show up on the thing. Marlon, that's very interesting. What has been your best-selling product or best-selling episodes? Oh, over the last 12 months? Let me go here and look, and I'll tell you. Hold on here. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up here on my screen, too. All right. So we'll do the last. See, I can do year to date. They don't let you just do the last 12 months on Warrior Plus. Now, this isn't inclusive of all my sales because I also sell over on ThriveCart. And so forth. But this it will be a pretty good indicator. Let's see here what we got. Hold on. It's still crunching the numbers. Is it done yet? I can't tell if it's done yet. No, I don't think it's done yet. Let me try it again here. 1 second. Sometimes if you're crunching a lot of data, Warrior Plus is kind of slow. Okay, there we go. All right. I believe this is correct. So top promotions here. Trying to look at this second screen. I know what I'll do. Hold on here. Let me just get my camera views and I can, yeah, okay. I'll get this where I'm not like looking at a second monitor where I'm like looking here at some. So I got just like so many promotions here. Okay, so I had a produce promote special that did well. My social media on fire did well. I think 4-step system was my top performing product. That was all right. Let's see here. What else did well? I had a lot of them, right? Sales copy made easy did pretty decent. Oh, Writer's Secret. That one did really, really well. And I've had that product, you know, for like 10 years. I just did a new version of it. That really banged. Let's see here. I had my MMM $1 trial did pretty darn good. God, I need to push that thing more. That reminds me, right? My Fast Track Club always does, you know, is a good performer. Let's see what else here. I can't just sort these by sales. I just have to manually go through and look at it. That's just how Warrior Plus is. Oh, No, that wasn't this year. Okay, so this isn't just the last year. What the heck is this? All right. No, that's not just this last year. That's just really lame. So I started to say big ticket dashboard, and I'm like, okay, I can't include that because that's not right. All right. Well, the ones I gave you are pretty accurate just because I know those products. Yeah. Yeah, I would say those are probably like four-step system and the writer's secret relaunch, all of those. I would say those are like top things. Fast track is always in there. My MMM did okay. Social media on fire did good. All of the ones that I mentioned were probably uh, 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 the the best performers, right? All right. So I don't know if that answers that, Mark, but that's the best answer I can give you right now. And that's list offer copy. So part of that, those all went to the same list. So it's not the list. It's the offer and the creative and the copy. Mostly like the offer, four-step system included doing stuff with affiliate products. It's something that applied to any product or any service. So it's a very broad interest, right? The writer's secret's pretty broad interest because I have a lot of people on my list that want to write and love writing. Fast track does well just because that's recurring billing. MMM again, that's recurring billing, so that's going to do well. But I had some others that did well. I don't know that I had the exact right stats on that. But anyway, that'll give you a little bit of an idea. I just use the same templates typically over and over, but I rotate them because what happens with your list is your list will stop being interested. They'll see a template a little bit too much and they'll stop responding. You have to switch over to another template. So I got different templates, and so if they stop responding to one, I'll try to switch over to another. Another thing that happens is seems like different price points will work at different points in time, and I try to mix it up. I'll try to sell for 47. I'll try to have a 97 try before you buy in there. I'll have some $27 offers that keep increasing in price. I like to mix in a webinar, but I haven't done, a 4-week series, but I haven't done that hardly any. I don't think I don't know if I've done that in this past year. Maybe I did 1 or 2. So I like to mix things up because customers get bored and they like for you to change things up. So that's typically how I do it. If you do the same thing over and over and over, they stop responding because they're like, oh, yeah, I've been there, done that, seen that, show me something new. So I feel like you got to take your best performing templates and promotions and switch those up. And then you need to be testing new ones. And I'm going to give you an example. Your template makes a heck of a difference. So Frank Kern is like king of the webinar /VSL. He actually does like a webinar and then he just keeps running it over and over and over, basically like a VSL. Frank is like, I swear he's the king of that because he'll have a basic template for that webinar /VSL. And then he'll just keep like adding bonuses to it. He's been on this AI one where he's selling Go High Level. God, he's been doing that now for like 4 months. And it's the same promotion. Of course, he brings in a lot of new blood with advertising to his list because he's smart. But still, he just has this one webinar video sales basic type template that's just killer. And he's so good at it, so good at delivering it. And he just keeps repeating that over and over and over. He's really, really, really good at the webinar /VSL pitch. For years, Onyx Singal did the webinar pitch, and then he ran into a couple little bumps in the road with that. So I don't know if he's still doing the webinar pitches like he used to. But he was really great at that webinar pitch. So different people have different templates that they gravitate to that like work for them. I mean, Frank's really smart. The template he happens to be really good at right now is like the $400 or I think Go High Level is like a $300 a month thing, right? And he just crushes that, which is going to obviously beat a non-recurring billing lower dollar product or a lower dollar recurring billing product, assuming that your sales ability is equal. You know, he just is really good at selling higher margin things, but without having to do the phones. I mean, he does have, I think, one or two people that'll do the phones a little bit, but he used to do heavy phones. He doesn't do phones much now. Mostly, it's just his ability to pitch on these webinars and these video sales, which is incredible. He has a great template for it. If you really wanted to do that approach, then you can study his template. I have templates that I use just because they work, and, you know, so I just keep doing them. I need to branch out and probably try and experiment with like Frank's template. There's some other ones out there that I think are really hot and really good. You can always grow in this business. You can always improve. You got to get out of your comfort zone, which is hard because you get comfortable with what you're good at, right? So anyway, I hope that helps. I better wrap this up today. I got work to do. I got to rewrite that rigging sales page or launch another one. I'm not sure which. I'll probably not rewrite it, but put it into the other template, right? All right, listen, thanks for joining me today. Y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye for now.